Hello everyone, thanks for joining this live stream. I see Manuela. Hello. "44 viewers, thanks for joining. Hi Josh. Hi to everyone. Hello Tanya, Paul, Neil. Atel, morning Pavlo, looks like things have gone from bad to worse. Yeah. So, this morning we had another massive attack on Ukraine. It was the largest air attack. Russians used 158 means of air attack. Mostly all of them were shut down, but still they hit a lot of residential buildings, shopping mall, kindergarten, school, even maternity house. So I have here a short video, and yeah, it's just some footages from this morning. So you see, this is the shopping mall. This is the residential building in Odessa. So the missile hit the fourth floor, and you see that the third and fourth floor destroyed completely. As I know, 3 people died there. And in general, till this time, 12 people killed and about 85 people injured. And everything started around 7 a.m. in the morning, again when most of people were sleeping. Yeah, you see that the first we had air siren at 12, and after that we had massive attack. It started 5 minutes before 8. Then we had sounds of air defense system, and as I said, mostly all of targets were shut down. This is footages from Dnipro. The missile hit the shopping mall.
Блять, жертвы погиб. А там лежал возле елки. Давайте как хочет говорить.
And luckily it's early morning, because usually during the day, like all of these parking slots, they are occupied, there are a lot of people, and this time you can see just several cars there. This is the footage from Odessa.
Дома, блядь, нет вообще. Нет.
Maternity house in Dnipro. This is the moment when the missile hit the residential building in Kiev.
Я себе. Ебать. Нихуя себе.
And luckily that this building is still under construction, so I hope that no one was killed there. And usually these constructions during the wartime, they are stopped, but just this footage remind me 7/11 when the planes hit twin towers, and you see this time the rocket hits. Phew. This is from Lviv, another residential house with people. This is the footage from Zaporizhzhia city.
Не знаю, поедет, он не поедет, у меня пары, у меня стекла, все повылетало. Есть, есть. Давай,
This is the video with explosions from Dnipro.
ебать, 3-4, ебать! Сука, пиздец!
So this is the moment of attack, and the woman, she's saying that there is 3-4 explosions.
Капец!
Another footage is from Dnipro.
Тут, конечно, капец. Тут каналы дум. Ебать. А пола походу вроде целая.
Some photos from Dnipro. It was that shopping mall. Odessa. You see Christmas tree, so it's Christmas atmosphere. The girl with her toy. And this is before after of shopping mall in Dnipro. There you check this video. This is seems the school. Looks like the school. Yeah, you see desks. This is the moment when the rocket hit the residential house in Odessa. There is also news from Poland authorities that probably some air tool fell down in Poland. You see it's somewhere here. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, because they are saying that it's disappeared from radars. This is the video from Zaporizhzhia. Some videos from Dnipro.
Сьогодні зранку в Одесі російська ракета влучила в житловий будинок. Повністю вигорів 4-й поверх та ще декілька поверхів постраждало.
Saying that this morning Russian missile hit the residential house and the fourth floor burned completely.
Михайла Грушевського, Національної гвардії України, одним із перших прибули на місце. Зараз бійці розпечують евакуацію поранених.
Now firefighters, they evacuated people from there.
твари вонючие. Смотрите, нету. Все.
Someone said that you don't see the video. Did you see the video, guys?
Хуярил в горящей машине.
Yes, all right. I just want to see. Probably this is because when I opened the video in Telegram, it opened the new tab and you see just only some parts, like the initial part of the picture or of the video. This got to be scary, my friend. Yes, it is, and especially watching such videos, being Ukrainian and understanding that it's in your country, somewhere near. Владислав Середа, привіт. Да, я норм. Блин, it's strange that it doesn't work. I mean, when I open the video. Maybe I have to
Хуярил в горящей машине.
leave it like that. It doesn't open. Oh. No, we didn't see the video. I see, yeah, probably that this is because it's open the new tab, but I can do it like this, and yeah, seems that now so this is shopping mall in Dnipro. So that sounds, it's air defense sounds, and people, they are hiding in subway maybe, or in some kind of shelter. This is Zaporizhia.
Не знаю, поедет, он не поедет, у меня фары, у меня стекла, все повылетало. Есть, есть. Давай,
This is Odessa. Yeah. school in Lviv. So they hit even Lviv. This is the western region. It's all over the news here in the US. Nate, what happened, Pavlo? I just tuned in. We had the massive and the largest air attack this morning. They may shoot down drones missile, but the debris can start fires and cause damage. Especially when there are almost 200 means of air attack, including more than 100 missiles, and as you know, about 30 or 40 drones. Of course, the debris, they are falling down, and they also cause damages. I'm sorry you even know what a biodefense system sounds like. I never heard anything close. I pray for you and your family, my brother. Thanks, D. Yeah, I understood your DFRAS, I mean air defense system. At least 18 killed and more than 100 people injured. So in Lviv, an explosion damaged an apartment building, infrastructure facilities. In Dnipro, shopping center, killed 5 people and injured 15. Also maternity hospital. Odessa, a 3-story building was hit. In Kharkiv, 1 person had been killed and 9 injured. In Zaporizhia, infrastructure facilities, 1 person was killed and 10 wounded. And this is the good answer to people who sometimes ask me, Pavlo, is it safe to travel? Like you see, it was safe. Like we didn't have such attacks for maybe a few weeks, and now we had again. And everywhere, even the western parts in Lviv, where it should be safe, like 99%. And where you don't like really feel this atmosphere beside from air raid sirens. I see some trolls in the chat. Like, unfortunately, my mods, they are sleeping now because it's a late night in the US. But it's like, really, I don't care about trolls and about some weird comments. Yeah, I see that some international media already published some videos. Sky News.
So it looks like a series of coordinated attacks, Rachel. How much information are we getting now?
It does. I mean, it seems as though fresh horror really has been unleashed on Ukraine overnight with this series of widespread, as you mentioned, coordinated attacks being launched across a series of cities from the capital, Kyiv, to eastern Dnipro, the northern city of Kharkiv.
Я себе ебал. Нихуя себе.
I return back to read your comments. Mark Berner, I'm so sorry, this is terrible. I hope you and Luba aren't in danger. Thanks, Mark. The world needs to see this terrorism. It will see tomorrow. Yeah, I think that these footages, they will spread all over the world, and you'll see, like, just yesterday or maybe day before yesterday, there were some rumors that Russia is trying to find some ways to reach peace, and they are not disagree from negotiations and other stuff, and they are looking forward for peace. And now, like, you see, this is probably the offer to peace, like 200 air tools, drones, rockets. It's like the message that we are ready. We are ready. I thought another package to help some coming from the US. I don't mind my tax money going over there for freedom. Yeah, day ago, like yesterday or day before yesterday, there was as a 250 millions of aid that US sent. News here in Norway tells that Russia hit all their goals. All their goals, hospital, maternity hospital, or residential building in Odessa. Maybe shopping mall at Dnipro. Nice targets. Lucas, Standy, Paul, and Luba, you are both ethnically Russian. Who told you that, mate? Who told you that? Like, I have no Russians among my ancestors. Like, all of my ancestors, they were living in the territory of Ukraine, no matter it's modern Ukraine or it's Ukraine in the past. And there were no Russian language among my ancestors. My grandparents, who else? Like, when Russia is claiming and saying that like everybody in Ukraine is are Russians because like we had Soviet Union. First of all, everything changed. Like, everything changed, and it's like the big mistake to always to return back to some things that happened in the past, especially like 50 years ago, like 100 years ago, because in that case many people all over the world, they are not like not the citizens, like they are not like you are saying we are Russians, like they are not Germans, they are not, I don't know, Bulgarians, they are not like Serbians or Spanish people and other stuff, because of course like 1,000 years ago it was absolutely a different like borders, there were different territories. And Rachel, Kiev is older than Moscow. Yeah, exactly. So we had Kievska Rus. Ukrainian is closer to Slavic languages like Czech and Polish, very different from Russian. It is. We have some similar words with Russian language, but we also have like tons of words close to Polish, Czech, Bulgarian, Romanian. Not maybe Romanian it's not like that. But Polish language, Slovak, Czech. I want to return back. Pavlo, the Nostros, the Russian trolls, they understand that they are trolls thinking about the Norwegian news, and that you live by Russian, we understand that this is bullshit. But I like to answer on all comments, even if they are Russian trolls. Speaking Russian makes you Russian as much as speaking English makes you British. Speaking Spanish makes you Spanish, and speaking Portuguese makes you Portuguese. Robert Ferns, thanks for the super chat, and Tolga Alhan, thanks for super chat. Yeah, when it's all over the news right now in US, the whole world needs to help Ukraine. Definitely. Yeah, it's not like needs, it's like we just need your help. Because I just can't imagine how many things we have to renovate, we have to restore, we have to build. Aren't you Russian speaking? Russia is your mother tongue, you're right? Lucas, no, I'm not. I know Russian language as anyone in Ukraine, but it's not my mother tongue. It's not my mother language. My parents, my grandparents, they have been speaking Ukrainian since they were born. So I grew up in Ukrainian speaking family, and there was no Russian language in my family at all. When I become older, when I entered college, when I entered university, there was Russian language because yes, many people were speaking Russian somewhere in the university, on the streets. But when I came back home, we spoke only Ukrainian. And my parents also, they also know Russian, but like it's even when I like speak Russian, I feel that like it doesn't fit me. Like I don't know how to explain you to this, but I can speak Russian to my parents or to my grandparents because they been speaking Ukrainian all their life. And when people say that like about Russian language that like this is our mother language, it's not our mother language. It's just because there was Soviet Union and there are so many people who were speaking Russian, and because of that we had like many families where Russian language prevail, like dominate, and that's why some people speak Russian. But it's not because like they love or like Russia or they are pro-Russians. It just like many people get used to this language. But since the full-scale war started, like more and more people, they are switching to Ukrainian, they are speaking Ukrainian. And of course, like to refuse this language completely, we need some time, because people who are, let's say, like 65 years or who are 70 years old, they will speak Russian, and maybe many of those people, they don't care because like the biggest part of their life they were speaking Russian language. But as for our yos or yot, like the people who is like 20 years old, who is 15 years old or 25, even if they were speaking Russian, most of those people, they are trying to switch to Ukrainian and speak Ukrainian. YouTube has a troll problem almost as bad as Twitter. Romanian is not Slavic language, also the vocabulary contains many Slavic words. Cute, beautiful, thanks for your videos, I know this. Speaking English makes you British. Americans speak English, but you see they are not British. You should never demand that another group speak your language. I speak 3 tongues that are not native for me. Don't you mostly speak Russian in your videos? No. We do not speak Russian. Like, neither with Luba, neither with parents. If you speak freely without experiencing any stress, any language should be appreciated. All neighbor languages affect each other all around the world. There are even Turkey words in Ukrainian language because of Cossacks and Crimean Tatars. Yeah, it's true. The language of love is the best language. I agree. Salman Prop, why don't you tell me? Tell you what, Salman? This is some videos of our Ukrainian media 5 hours ago. Наймасовніша атака.
Коли антибіотик, тоді лактіалі.
The most massive attack.
Асу студія Олена Морозова за лаштунками команди.
Обстріли Харкова, кількість загиблих збільшилася до 3. Також такі наслідки ранкової ракетної атаки в Дніпрі, повідомив, досі тривало постраждав. За останні неділі на місцях влучань виникла пожежа. Люди кажуть, ранок був неймовірно гучним.
Конечно, ужас. У меня все с окна, 8-й этаж. Я видела, как дым попала и в пола, и сюда, но я не думала, что в роддом. Это, конечно, страшно.
She's saying that it was extremely loud and she didn't expect that the rocket hit the maternity building. And by the way, this woman, she is speaking Russian, and you see, like, there is no issues. And our media, they are showing that. And like when someone said that Russian language is banned in Ukraine, it's not banned. Like if you want to speak Russian, you can speak Russian. But of course, like in schools or universities, it's mandatory to speak Ukrainian because this is Ukraine. It's not like some other country where you can speak Russian, because Ukrainian is our state language.
Ситуації у Харкові.
Приймати пацієнтів у стані середньої тяжкості в одній з лікарень Харкова.
Пошкоджень 3 навчальні заклади та дитсадок через падіння.
3 educational facility or educational building were damaged and kindergarten. This is the mayor of Lviv.
Будинків зазнали руйнувань, деяких взагалі всі вікна повилітали, двері покотило.
He said that several houses were damaged.
Ну тут живого місця немає.
And the school.
5 загиблих та 15 поранених, серед них діти внаслідок ракетної атаки на Одещині.
5 people killed and 15 wounded in Odessa.
На місці працюють надзвичайники. 2 людини загинуло, 10 поранених доправили до лікарні, 2 з них у важкому стані. Такі наслідки масованого ракетного обстрілу.
In Zaporizhia 2 people killed and 10 people wounded.
Як повідомив очільник обласної військової адміністрації Юрій Малашко, руйнувань зазнали об'єкти цивільної інфраструктури. Одна з ракет влучила по відкритій місцевості, ще одна зруйнувала приватний будинок.
One rocket hit open space and another rocket hit a residential house.
Я не учился нигде, вот официально. Ну так, как бы, художника, не подібна ні на одного художника, такого.
Коли антибіотик, тоді...
Ракетної атаки в столиці, на жаль, є руйнування.
Де люди вже... Ця збита ракета впала на дах цієї недобудови. З усіх боків вона щільно оточена дещо нижчими житловими будинками. І саме руйнували багато.
So the rocket was shut down and hits the roof of the house which was under construction.
Навчального закладу перебував у сховищі. Директорка садочку Світлана Васильівна каже, що це реально щастя, що дітей в цей момент не було. Їхній заклад починає свою роботу з 8 години. Почалася.
Були працівники дошкільного закладу, але...
This is the kindergarten that is just next to that building, and this is the head of the kindergarten. She said that there were no kids at that time.
За всю повномасштабну війну Росія була 5 разів і не встигли тут оговтатися від попередніх ударів, як російська армія знову завдала пошкоджень медзакладу. Цього разу повилітали вікна, двері, пошкоджене медичне обладнання.
Some another hospital.
У нас суттєві пошкодження будівлі нашої клініки, які зовсім ушкоджують, затруднюють надання допомоги нашим пацієнтам. Суттєві пошкодження вікон, суттєві пошкодження внаслідок.
Артеме, я вітаю тебе в ефірі. Проходить
тому що після такої ночі оговтується вся країна. І зараз біля метро безпосередньо перекриті дороги, людей не підпускають. Ми проходили і трошки далі, намагалися ближче підійти. Нас правоохоронці теж відсунули, сказали, не можна туди проходити. З'ясували, що метро не працює, на жаль, воно закрите.
He said that the subway is closed now.
Наслідки досі усовуються. Також від слів правоохоронців з'ясували, що досі тривають слідчі дії. І я так розумію, що підпустять бачив, що декілька швидких допомог точно сюди їхали і зараз перебувають, працюють комунальники, де вибиті. Також будівлі навколо постраждали, якщо звідси навіть дивитися. дах, де фасад потріскався. Тобто наслідки доволі серйозні. І дуже приємно бачити, як їх ліквідовують, що працюють оперативно.
І з нами на прямому зв'язку наш спеціальний
Загалом у столиці під час ранкової атаки щонайменше 17 постраждалих, але ця кількість змінюється. Буквально 10 хвилин тому тут в Шевченківському району з-під завалів дістали
17 people injured in Шевченківський район.
одного загиблого, а ще перед цим 3. Там нині
one person was
операція.
killed.
Людей витягують з-під завалів. Тут постійно працюють швидкі, працюють рятувальники. Самого було вікна, шибки.
Was it McDonald's? Oh no, it's some coffee shop, but you can see M sign.
Вікна, шибки і, зокрема, постраждали самі автомобілі. Спілкувалися, вони були і досі перебувають в такому шоковому стані, бо фактично на їхніх і ці російські ракети.
You see, yeah, McDonald's. Also damaged.
Залишки.
Це частина знайшли, частину двигуна від російської
The part of the engine
ракети, так я ось
from Russian missile.
собі взяти. Якось, ну, не на подарунок, скоріше, як, знаєте, як якесь ехо війни таке, щоб залишити собі на згадку.
This guy, he's saying that he wants to keep this part from memories.
Власне, і тут на місці продовжують працювати.
По Україні 29 близько на оборону. Є влучання у житловий сектор. Це сповіщає. Вхнула пожежа у багатоповерхівці, яку оприлюднив також глава обласної військової адміністрації. Внаслідок екстрені служби працюють на
I return back to your comments. I see that you have some discussion between each other. Hello Stuck, hello guy with hard nickname Nuva Esperandaze SA. Do you think that with these air attacks they took revenge for that destroyed ship in Crimea? Most likely. Most likely this is because of that ship in Feodosia that our military destroyed. Belarusian language is dying because of forced Russification. Maybe it's true because Belarusian language is pretty like close to Ukrainian because we have many similar words, and like if we took time before, I've seen many people who like did social media or did some YouTube videos speaking Belarusian, but now like it's less and less. Like more and more people in Belarus they speak Russian, and this is because of this forced Russification, and because of the president, who also don't care about the language, and he mostly speaks Russian. Wow, your chat is absolutely flooded with Russian bots. Yeah, it is. Why can we all see each other as humans in love and peace? Why do we have to have so many divisions? We're all the human beings, no matter what cultural and going through life the best we can. You see, Andrea, I also wondering, and really many times I'm wondering why it's impossible like to live in peaceful world without any conflicts, wars, without any divisions. But seems it's impossible because everybody wants like dominate, and everybody wants to be, let's say, maybe like independent, and everybody wants to show its power, to show like how many power we have, like our army and other stuff. So unfortunately, yeah, nowadays it's impossible. But of course, I think if we'll do some world polls, like world elections, like to disagree from all conflicts and wars, and of course, like ordinary people will vote for that. But can you imagine like how many businesses like related to wars, like weapon, ammunition, and it's the big money. It's shameful to see it 4,000 kilometers away and look how Ukrainians suffer. It's hard to find words to cheer up as there are none. Yeah, for many people, like for you, like you're watching it, it's like somewhere on another planet for you because you're so far. And like it's been almost 2 years, and like to share these feelings inside our like mental mood, our emotions, like some guy recently said that all of Ukrainians, they need personal psychotherapist, and it's true because our mood, our thoughts, our just mental health, it's so damaged after 2 years. And even people who live in Western parts, even people who were not affected like directly, like everybody suffers, everybody struggles because of like everything that's related to war events. And it's not only about like attacks, it's just about like I don't know, some routine, your work, your the way how you like entertain, or the way how you find some joy in your life. Like it's hard, and many of us just used to it. Many of us just many people know that they like cannot affect on it, and they have to live and continue to do what they been doing all their life. And it's hard, it's like very difficult, especially when you like want your country to flourish, want your country to like become better, want some like good future for your kids, for your grandkids, like not even for yourself, but just for your kids. Like because there are two ways, like it's to stay in Ukraine or to leave Ukraine. And I know that like about maybe 6-7 million people fled and continue to leave Ukraine. Many of those people returned back, but of course first of all, everybody cares about himself or herself, about your own life, about your own health, about the health of your like family and the condition of your family. And people, they prefer to stay abroad, they prefer to stay in some safe place, but all of them like have this dream one day to return back. And like I've been talking to my friends because many of them fled, men, women, families, young people, and of course like the big part of them, let's say 70%, maybe even 80%, they want to return. Like other part, they said that they like it was, you know, they had like they had the chance to leave and they used this chance. But as for other 70 or 80% of people, they want to return because they have families, they have, I don't know, mom, dad, sisters, brothers. But the situation itself, in general, it's so complicated, and people who are far from these conditions of this life in the wartime, you don't understand the Ukrainian who is here like since the 2014, because in 2014 the war in the east started, and yeah, and now it's been almost 10 years. Let me read. I see that you are talking to each others. Those businesses can adapt and change into something more productive. Try saying that to other low-income businesses and see how they cope. Food holidays receipts. Hi Pavlo, sorry to hear about attacks by Putin. Think about Palestine. They lived like Ukraine for 75 years. Ask you, Pavlo, you're doing important work. You bring the people of Ukraine close to us. It's good for us everywhere to feel the same pain in our hearts at the Ukrainian people. Thanks, ask you. I have a friend in Odessa. He has lost his father to war. He can only think of death. I wish to help, but what I can do? You can support him morally, because of course, like in such a situation, like nothing can help. Just some words of support, some moral help. Military-aged African nation men are put up in 4-star hotels while servicemen and others sleep on the streets. Robert, hi Pavlo, sorry to hear about the bombings. I was checking to see if they were near your city. Hi Robert. Just go here. I hope all is okay. I got back from Kiev the night before the first of the new onslaughts of missiles. It's a beautiful place and hope everyone can return safely soon. So, were you in Kiev last night or last day? Socio-political, Pavlo, can I ask some edits? What is edits? You can ask whatever you want. Recommendation. Like tip, advice, edits. Socio-political, you can ask whatever you want, yeah. And yeah, another thing that I'd like to mention about people who are writing about like the tax, or yeah, like your taxes, that you spend those taxes, like you receive our money and that stuff. First of all, you have to understand that ordinary people have nothing. Yeah, have nothing from this like aid, because mostly this aid is weaponry, ammunition. of course, we have humanitarian aid, and those aid goes to people who needs, to people who lost their homes, to people who are displaced from their homes. But as for money in general, like we, ordinary citizens of Ukraine, we have nothing. Like we receive nothing from that. Yeah. So, and when sometimes I see that I send you my taxes, you're not sending me directly. Another air raid. Another air raid. Let me check. Полтавська, Сумська, Харківська, Дніпропетровська. Загроза застосування балістичного озброєння. Ballistic danger. Another air raid. Someone said I can, yeah. I have some friends in Nikopol and we are trying to move them to Poland. How hard it would be to go there and take them back to Poland. I know that Nikopol is not occupied, so it should be, let's say, easy. Like those people, your friends, they can go to Kiev, or they can take direct train from Nikopol to Kiev or to some western cities. How hard? So it's not really hard. So you can move them to Poland, but depends who are they. Like if they are women or men. So sorry, my bro, for what's happened to many outsiders involved in the war. Thanks, Peter. What, you receive nothing from them? What are they bombing? What are the targets you would think it would be over? I think that the main targets were some power stations, some like infrastructure with power, heat and water, maybe some roads. But I think mostly it's power stations, like it was last year in November, December, when they attacked our power stations and we have no electricity. We had blackouts. Emersum, how can you continue to play on YouTube and not participate in defending your country? Okay, Emersum. First of all, I have more than 200,000 people in YouTube. This is the first, because many people think that like all Ukrainian men, they have to be sent to the front lines and fight. No one are saying about some informational war, about spreading like any information regarding the Ukraine, regarding the attacks, regarding people, culture, our life here. Like many people did some war reports, many people film about some events, and only some people show life, show people, show some families. And especially when I have more than 200,000 people, Luba has more than 100,000 people. I think that I'm like pretty useful here in YouTube. And the second part, that civilian people, civilian men, they are like not drafting like people. They are not same like draft or conscript like people who have some military experience, who have certain military profession and so on. And of course there can be situation like even now, because I think that many of you heard that the next year we'll have like more and more people mobilized, and Zelensky, he mentioned about almost 500,000 people. So yeah, the next year we'll have more people who will be mobilized, and I'm not like I did not leave Ukraine. I'm here, and me as other civilian people, like my friends who are mostly work in IT sector, and they are also not like military experienced people, they also can be drafted. Generally, it's easy to talk when you are somewhere away, when you are not here, when you are not Ukrainian, when you are not Ukrainian civil man who has never who was never experienced some like military lessons, military preparation. And there are like tens of millions civilians like me who are paying taxes, who work, and who has some social medias, who are some bloggers. And of course, like I do understand some people who like regularly send me somewhere, and I think that first of all, our military, our government know more than you, whom they need to send, whom they need to conscript, whom they need to draft, whom they need to prepare, because this is like all of these are money. And even to conscript the 500,000 people, we need 500 billions hryvnia, our local currency, 500 billions. So you can imagine like the budget and the finance for all of this, because first of all, you need to train, you need to equip, you need to like give all the skills that the warrior or fighter needs. And it's not 1 month, it's not 2 months, it's like it has to be like half a year, like to pass all trainings. And of course, first of all, like our military, they are trying to, and not only trying, I think they need to conscript people who at least has some military experience, who know how to use the gun, how to use the weapon, who pass some trainings. He has a rich family, Hassan. Are you talking about me? My family, like the income of my family, especially like of my like parents, my mom, my dad, it's like the minimum. This year, my dad he became the pensioner. He's 60. And he's a pensioner now. So we apply for the pension because he did not he doesn't have the main job like he had. He was he was the operator of tower crane. So this is the big crane, and he worked there for maybe like 20 years and 25 years. After that, like my grandma, she got sick, and my dad, he stayed with her mother for 5 years. Now he's a pensioner, and he receives like $50 from the government, and from time to time he works as a taxi driver. So we have like Uber, but we also have Uber, but it's our local company called Uklon. So my dad, he from time to time works as a taxi driver, and he gets pension. So this is, by the way, why we have Prius, why my dad has like hybrid car, and why we bought for him a hybrid car, like for less consumption. To have less consumption, so he can work as a taxi driver. And when somebody is saying that I am from rich family, it's not. Like my mom, she's been the housekeeper like since my burning. After that, at the same time, my dad, he was a operator of a tower crane, and now he works part-time as a taxi driver. So if you think that I am from rich family, I'm not. And if you think that Philometa debaters just joined, I'm sorry that insensitive people just don't mind them. Like, I don't mind them. I just like to talk and to share and to answer on some questions, after which people, they just disappeared. Like this guy who is saying that I am from the rich family. Your families you have shown us in the videos live modestly and work hard. Yes. And like my family is a very, I don't know if it's the right word, like humble. Ukraine are under martial law, so Poland and other men are not able to leave. Yeah, it's also like we have martial law, so it's not possible to leave. Like, of course, like there are some ways exist, and many people use that ways to leave Ukraine, but it's need like a real lot of finance. Tracy, where are the moderators? You don't have to explain to anyone. Pavlo, don't respond to the trolls, ignore them. My mods, they are sleeping, and as for response to some trolls, like I don't mind. Like I can answer so that people will not have more questions. I like Pavlo, and I will still speak even if it offends you. Those who view your channel know your family is not rich, just won't send you encouragement. There are those who care. Yeah, if you've been watching my channel since I created, like yeah, you know my family, you know Luba's family, you know like what they are doing and other stuff. Flat Bassett, you don't have to justify it, my brother. I would not volunteer for military either. I would absolutely sign up for humanitarian if it was feasible financially. A man still has to feed his family meanwhile. I don't know if it was your question before, but yeah, like I'm not like offended or by such questions. I get what you are saying, but to ban people for being stupid is lowering yourself to their level. Yeah, that's why I prefer not to ban people here. Like my mods, they are trying to make my chat clean, and sometimes they can ban someone, but as for me, I don't really like care about trolls and other stuff. Andrew, thanks for watching. Thanks for your excellent channels and videos. Birds, Chris and Paulo, don't lose hope. Ukraine have a lot of friends. In my hometown there is a lot small things, yes, but we are doing what we can. Thanks, Birds. I'm not losing hope, but the most like disgusting part that Russia will not disappear. Like it will continue to exist next to Ukraine, and like it's been going for 2 years, and yeah, let's be like fair and honest. It can be it can last for many more years, but like it should not last for many more years because it's already 2 years. But how to make some like huge border from Russia, I don't know. Like to make some, I have to check this word, to make some dome, kupol, dome, yeah, like to create some dome and put it on Ukraine and like separate it from Russia. Because even these attacks, like they can continue for like unlimited time, like without any agreement that it stopped. Like it can continue for many more years, because yeah, I know Russia is big. Russia had lots of ammunition, lots of weapons, lots of missiles, and they are producing it. And like our protection, it's for now it's air defense systems, but of course we need more, because you see like 200 air tools or air vehicles like rockets, drones were launched this morning, 200 pieces. Andrea, we've been watching from the beginning and really appreciate your honesty, sharing your life and truth of what is happening. We care about you and your family and your country. We want to help you. How? Maybe like it's very simple, but of course like Ukraine needs but I don't like to say about that, like Ukraine needs aid, Ukraine needs some finance, Ukraine needs some like weaponry, ammunition, but we really need that. We really have lack of that, and we need more attention. I don't know how the entire world, like so many countries who are against this war, cannot stop Russia, because we see that all of these sanctions that Russia had, like they are mainly have no like didn't do any impact to Russia. And when like sometimes I see that there are new sanctions to some unknown bank or to some unknown company, like it makes me like laugh, because why we just cannot do like so many sanctions, so many bans, to simply like Russia cannot basically like exist in the usual way. Maybe like not everyone interested in that. Maybe there are some countries who like needs Russia, who needs Russian resources like oil, gas, or some other products, and that's why like I think that Russia feel no like there is no like any punishment in economical way. Of course, I know that there are like 300 billion, 300 millions or billions of Russian money in Europe. They are frozen, probably millions. Yeah, 300 millions. Oh, no, billions. Blocking around 300 billions of Russian assets in the West. So 300 billions. So yeah, of course, first of all, attention, because after 2 years, many people probably like forgot about the war in Ukraine, especially after events in Israel, in Palestine. Even if the war ends, the threat still looms if the current type of government persists in the future. The most terrible thing is to think how this madness will end. It's not like the most terrible, it's the most complicated, and it's difficult to imagine the outcome. Sitting here in New Zealand watching a sovereign nation being attacked without provocation and civilian suffering is soul destroying. I hate being unable to help. Yeah, I think many people like think same way. I mean about being unable to help and about us being attacked without provocation civilian. And yeah, we heard like a lot of news, a lot of rumors before everything started that Russia is planning to attack Ukraine, that Russia is planning full-scale invasion, and me and other Ukrainians like mostly like didn't believe that, because some of us, we were laughing because of these rumors and because of this news, like how did possible, like is Putin sick or is Putin insane to attack without any provocations, without any like attacks on Russia. Yeah, but on 24th of February we were shocked. And who is guilty that Ukraine was not prepared so good? I don't know, because yeah, US warned us many times. I started telling my mom about last night's bombing. She said she prefers to stay ignorant. She is opposed to Russia but doesn't want to hear about the war. Maybe some people also tired, not only like in nearest country but even somewhere far. Philip Russell, thank you for your channel. Pavlo, I was horrified to hear of the vicious attacks overnight. Your series keeps strong, best wishes from the UK. Thank you, Philip. Thanks, Pavlo, for helping us understand, outsiders better understand what is happening to your wonderful country. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks for watching. I live for Dnipro. I am from Britain. I am married here and I will never will allow a bully boy dictator to push me about. This time will come. Love you, Pavlo. I feel your anger. Keep calm, friend. Thanks, John. So are you in Dnipro right now? Or you are somewhere abroad? But as you said that you will never leave, seems that you are at Dnipro, and seems it was loud morning for you. Compared to the average Russian, you are rich, and that's not only because you aren't Russian. But yeah, if we'll be honest, there are many rich people in Russia, in the Russian main cities, but I think like the proportion of rich people in Russia and Ukraine is maybe same. But Russia has like 5 times more population. If before the war Ukraine had about 40 millions of citizens, Russia has 140 millions. And some of our military people, they say, of course, like if we took this mass, like Russian population, Ukrainian population, like it's clear that the Ukrainian population is 5 times lower, and if we will fight in this way, like just fight using people, not like technologies, not drones, our people will be over faster, and it's clear to everyone. Do you think sanctions will affect a country that has been building an iron curtain itself for a dozen years? Werner, I think that Russia still use all foreign technologies, computers, cell phones, cars, like satellites, like some space machines, space tools. Like, can you imagine, like technologies, they are everywhere. And does Russia produce technologies? Not. They are using foreign technologies. But another bad thing that most of those technologies, they go from China, and as we know, like China seems to be like the partner or ally for Russian people. So yeah, it's also like another issue. But I think that the whole world, all countries, they still can like apply more and more sanctions that will affect. Just wanted to ask how your beautiful dog is doing back home. I love that episode when you took your dog to ride in that ship and spend the day in the river, by the river. We'll go to the countryside. It's Friday today, so we'll go to the countryside, and yeah, I will film there the video, because a few days ago I received the package from the United States, from one of my viewers, one of my friends from YouTube. So yeah, I think that I will publish the video before the new year. But in few words, Jack, he's like huge now, but so naughty. Salman, your people calling Pavlo rich are not right. Aren't they talking about transferring those frozen Russian assets to Ukraine? Yeah, they were talking about that. But as I know, it's only talks. Russia have been well prepared for sanctions, economy growing at 5%. These are facts. But these are facts which we heard from the authorities. But if we listen to some people, to the events that are happening there, to the events with salaries, pensions, first of all with the rate of the ruble to dollar, because I know that it's around 100 rubles for $1, and obviously that the prices raised and everything raised. So I don't know if we can believe that the economy is growing. Russia's border is so large and borders so many countries that oil sanctions was never going to work 100%. Though Russia is taking a huge discount on its oil sales, which is at least something. Yeah, I heard that they are selling oil to India with a super huge discount. And probably that after that India sells that oil to other countries, having some profit from that. In 1942 it must have felt like the war would never end, but it did. My grandfather committed suicide first. And that's why I was telling that so many people in Ukraine, and maybe even like each of us, need some psychotherapist. Because as for me, like I can share some my thoughts to you, I can share some feelings to you, and as for people, like as for my friends or for my parents, relatives, of course we always discuss also these things, all of these events, like, and we discuss everything, but mostly everyone has similar opinion, everyone has similar thoughts, and yeah, to be honest, like many of people just tired of that. But like personally, no one can affect somehow to like make it over today or tomorrow. Pace bet. Thanks for the super chat. Dave, words, I'm sad for you and your people's struggles. Our time to live is so short to waste it on war. I pray for your peace. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, it's so short. And being in Ukraine, like, your life can like be over like in 10 minutes, in 5 minutes, or the next day, and you don't know when, because you see these events that happen today. Like, I don't know that someone from people who was touched by these events, who was affected by these events, that someone could ever imagine that it will happen with them. Hello from Perth, Australia. Hello, Skipper. Сергій Кротенко, привіт з Чернігівської області. Привіт, Сергій. You made a big time, Pavlo. You got trolls. You know, I don't care. I don't mind. About trolls. Hyundai sold their multi-million-dollar car plant in Russia for 130 billions or 130 millions. Who is going to invest in that country now? I don't know, but there are still many businesses which are continue to work in Russia. Hi Pavlo, how are you getting on with your house in the country? That will make you good, as my Ukrainian friend did for me. It's the first time I have had this. She cooked kucha before, not this year. As for the house, as for that abandoned house, it's on pause. Like, yeah, we do not visit that place during the winter time because it's really cold there, and there is some issues with stove. So firstly we have to fix that issues with stove, and we can heat the house. But maybe we'll go there in the spring. And it's far from our town, so yeah. Pavlo's peanut butter is available in Ukraine. Have you tried giving Jack peanut butter? Yes, it's easily available. It's in any store. We've never tried to give Jack peanut butter. Don't mistake private companies with states. If a company dodges sanctions, it's not the state doing this. My thoughts on NATO. Membership of NATO is much more important for Ukraine than membership of the EU right now. European Union for their future development after the wars, though. Maybe I have the same thoughts, because even like living without European Union is okay. Like, we've been living as independent country without any like partners, allies, like for 30 years. And it's not on time, like, because I know that if we join European Union right now, first of all, like everything, all prices will raise. I know like how many percents, but I know that European prices, they much higher, they are much bigger. As for the NATO, of course, like this is the top goal for Ukraine. But as I understand NATO, they will not allow Ukraine to join while there is war in Ukraine. So it's only somewhere far. We had many talks and discussions about joining European Union. I don't know when will that happen, but since not in the nearest future, like not in a year or two. As for the NATO, maybe it's possible, it will be possible to join NATO right after the war will be over. But when will that happen, I don't know. It's terrible to live in fear. I hope for peace to come, but it's clear until we have a regime change in the US or Russia, nothing will change. Prayers to you and the family. Thanks, Robin. It's terrible, but yeah, it sounds weird, but you just used to live in fear. And like, you know, there is some words like everything that not kill you makes you feel like all right. Yeah, oh, yeah. I remember these words from. Everything. No, it's everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Yeah, it's not what I was thinking about, but alright. But yeah, living in a fear, it's about living in Ukraine. The UK trails behind the most countries when it comes to pensions. We get it age 67 here, but it's more than you get in Ukraine, of course. There are several levels of age when you can apply for the pension, and this age depends on your working experience. Like, if you have 30 years of working experience that officially you have in your like workbook, you can apply in 60 years. If you have like 25 or 20 years, you can apply at 63, and you have like just few years, like up to 10 or 15 years, you can apply on 65, but you will receive some, it's not even the pension, it's social payment, and this social payment is about maybe $35 or $40. Savas, hello from Lithuania, привет. Pashka, yeah, Pashka, it's me. Some people called me that way. UK vote to leave the EU. It's called democracy, Kevin. I know that the UK, England left EU in like many years ago. Yeah. UK. When UK? In 2016. Yeah. And it came. No. On January 2020, so almost 4 years ago. Pavlo, stay strong, все буде добре. Привіт з Хорватії. Дякую. Озіграч. Привіт з України. I would be so happy if the UK rejoined the EU by leaving. It has damaged our country severely. Kevin, what has changed after UK left? Can you write some like facts? Really interesting to know what has changed. Hello, Mark. Thanks for joining. We have some trolls here, so you can remove or block someone if you want. But if you don't want, yeah, you know, I don't mind about trolls. Makes you stronger. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. What does it kill you makes you stronger? What does it kill you make you stronger? Yeah, it's that what I was it's the right song. Yes, we did vote to leave, but the majority regret it and would rejoin when we get more democracy and we have a second vote. We will rejoin, and that's democracy. We voted to leave 2016, but our useless politicians tried to stop it. But being citizens of United Kingdom, you know, England, why did you leave? Like, why did you prefer to leave, and why did you want to come back? UK need passport to travel in Europe. Cannot ship packages as easily. Benefits have diminished or gone away. Also, you need like visa to travel in Europe, right? Even in Ukraine, we have free visa to European countries. We have bezviz. It's like a free visa, and we had that maybe in 2018 or 2019. yeah, our former President Poroshenko did that. Open border mass immigration is not the only taboo subject in the West. Try looking international debt and private central banking. UK need passport. UK is no sovereign nation totally before EU law to precedence as international law trumps national law. But what about like the life of the ordinary people? Like what has changed for like citizens of UK? People say da once in a while instead of tak. For yes, I say hola instead of hello, sometimes because I live in Arizona, formerly part of Spain. I'm not Spanish. Yeah, it's true. It's not like even when we speak Ukrainian and we talk to someone in Ukrainian, we say, in many times we say da instead of yes, instead of tak. And it's not because like this is like Russian word, it's just because it's maybe it's like easier to set just like one sound, da, 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 da. Maybe it's just because of this habit to say da, da, da everywhere. Коли сидиш? Угу. All right, I can try to go back. Так, українська.
Бажаю здоров'я. Сьогодні 29 грудня, як завжди, по п'ятницям у нас огляд бойових дій на Бахмутському напрямку. Сьогодні такий дуже важливий випуск, то прошу всіх додивитись. Тим паче, ви усі знаєте, що сьогодні ворог зробив дуже масовану атаку ракетами на цивільні міста всієї України. То про це ще поговоримо, а почнемо ми наш огляд з Орехово-Василівки.
Do you see subtitles?
Там у нас без змін. Оборона наша стоїть міцно. Самі такі погані новини – це у нас район Богданівки. Можна вже сказати, що наша лінія оборони, яка була перед Богданівкою, вона повністю вже прорвана. І слідуюча оборона у нас міцна стоїть вже за Богданівкою у бік Часового Яру, де ми робили оборону ще рік тому, коли бої були у Бахмуті. То ворог у Богданівці за цей тиждень пройшов на 250 метрів. То якщо ви дивитесь мої випуски, то загалом 750 метрів села вже під контролем.
До розмови ми запрошуємо нашого гостя, генерал Збройних сил України. Перший
Хочу сказати, що сьогодні...
This is the mayor of Kharkiv.
Хочу сказати, що сьогодні ми нарахували 22 вибухи, 22 прильоти, які були по місту Харкова.
22 explosions in Kharkiv this morning.
Районне місто, не тільки центральний район, а й інші райони міста Харкова. Хочу сказати, що наслідки жахливі. Ми зараз усунемо всі ці наслідки. Бачите, що медичні заклади, школа постраждали, житлові будинки постраждали.
Hospital, school,
об'єкти критичної
residential homes.
Поруч теж швидка працює, медики працюють зараз. Будемо усунемо всі ці руйнації. Ні, на щастя, нам вдалося утримати систему теплопостачання по місту. І всі будинки сьогодні з теплопостачанням, тому працюємо.
He's saying that there is no issues with facilities and all homes have heat, water, electricity.
Комунікація, на щастя, всі ці.
Like all infrastructure is good.
Теперішній час нам відомо і 9 поранених. 9 поранених. І 9 поранених. Нам відомо щодо 2 загиблих.
2 people died and 9 people injured in Kharkiv. Kevin, yes, we did vote to leave, but the majority regret it and would rejoin when we get more democracy. I read that. $50 pension seems very low. Hope your dad is well. Good he can pick up money driving, but driving must be difficult with the war. As long as Putin is involved, this war will not end. $50 pension. It's funny, and I just cannot imagine how like our grandmas or grandpas who have no relatives can survive on that pension, because many people have this is the minimum pension, $50, and this money enough to pay some utility, to buy a bit of grocery, and yeah, that's all. So without the family support, without some, I don't know, support from the government, like it's really hard to survive without not without like with such pension. Good he can pick up money driving, yes. It's like not the good way, it's hard way, but it's easy way, and there is no need to work full time to officially like be employed somewhere, because it's like Uber and you can go and ride or drive anytime, talk to people, yeah, and earning some money. But it's still a really difficult job, because like people are different, and we have good people, we have bad people, as in any country, and sometimes like impossible to live off $50 months, even in UA, impossible. Joseph Croft, was it in your area? I didn't think you were affected. No, luckily our town was not affected, but it was in the neighboring region in Kharkiv. And in Dnipro, Zaporizhia, like all of these regions, they are neighboring, but it's like 150 kilometers, 200 kilometers away. Добрий ранок, Михайло, Світланка. Hello, Michael. Greetings from Germany. Hi there. I try to be a good person, but people make that hard at times. I watched a movie in Polish, Warsaw 44 yesterday. I recognized some also Ukrainian words like tak, for instance. Alert map is almost all red. Yes. It's like the whole Ukraine in danger. Beside the western part. Let me switch to Telegram so you can see air raid map. So the central part and east of Ukraine. By the way, this is the new president of Argentina. What do you think about this guy? I heard that he fired off like thousands of deputies and authorities in Argentina. Watching such photos without anger, so hard. Zain, Pavlo, are you back in the city in your apartment? Yeah, we are in the city. We're safe, thankfully. This is the video from a church in Odessa during the missile attack. Oh, the priest is so lucky because he was standing here. Yeah. Rustem Umerov, this is the new Minister of Defense in Ukraine, and you see this highlight. It says that with such missile storage like Russia has, they will do and will continue to do such attacks. Yeah, it's clear that they have like unlimited storage with missiles from Soviet times. So how long these attacks will continue is just impossible to predict. News from Sumy, explosions in Sumy, explosions in Cherkasy region. It's right now. I hope it's air defense. Я попередньо працюю ППО. So air defense works. Cherkasy, it's neighboring region, like Cherkasy here, and we are here. Cherkasy, Dnipro, Zaporizhia, Kiev, and Sumy. So we have explosions in Sumy, it's here, and in Cherkasy Oblast. Здійснено повторні пуски ракет. So they are saying that another missiles were launched. In European news, it said that Russia have placed nuclear weapons in Belarus that would be used against European cities. This has created huge anger in Europe against Russia. Yeah, they, as I remember, they put some part of nukes in Belarus, and it happened maybe half a year ago, or maybe even more. And of course, it's like another threat to European countries and to the whole world. Так. I lost the tab. Oh, it's here. Maybe we have to watch something in English. I don't want just to turn on like BBC or that. Maybe Deutsche Welle has something. Of course, it's better to watch something local, but we don't have local news in English. Is it currently possible to send something by post to Ukraine from another country, or is there too high a chance that it will be lost en route? No, it's not dangerous. You can send anything you want by post to Ukraine, and I already received a few packages from United States, from Holland, and from a few more countries, so it won't be lost. Like our post office all over Ukraine, they are working. So yeah, you can send something to someone. Apparently air defense shoot down missiles, but the debris start fire. It's possible. It's possible with missiles, it's possible with drones, like with any air tool. So it's almost 2 hours. Okay, 5 more minutes and maybe I will do live stream later. It's already 29th of December and the new year in 2 days. I don't know, do you have this new year atmosphere? Because as for me, like I don't have new year atmosphere. I don't have this like atmosphere of some holidays. What about you? Maybe it's like because of my age, maybe it's because of the current situation, but like no atmosphere at all. Friends 24 for Ukraine news in English. I know, by the way, I know this YouTube channel, and sometimes it seems to me that this Ukraine 24 France 24, sometimes they seems to be like pro-Russian, because sometimes they are saying some weird things. But yeah, I know this channel. I know that they are doing videos in English. Seen too many New Years to care anymore. Yeah, probably. All right. Adrian Sherman, France 24 definitely isn't pro-Russian, it's balanced. Yeah, maybe it's just balanced. Because of course, like we don't used to see some pro-Russian like videos or other stuff. Maybe like they are trying to be balanced, so they are showing like everything, like no matter like from Russia, from Ukraine. But sometimes I just remember one or two videos from France 24, and it seems to me like it was a bit like pro-Russian, but maybe it's they just try to be balanced. Be aware, misinformation is well hidden and might come from sources we usually trust in. But you know, like, it's more about that foreigners must be aware, because like as for the foreigners, you see news from Ukraine by some like sometimes some unknown sources, no matter like in YouTube, Telegram, or some websites, and it's better to check like is it true or not. But being Ukrainian, it's easier to understand it's true or not, because like mostly all of our news, they are coming from ordinary people, like someone filmed that, someone filmed that, and they are just uploading it, and then our like channels or like publics in telegram channels, they are sharing that. But as for like international media, it seems to me that they are like filtering some videos, like they are not showing all like they are not showing all truths. Yeah. Do you think air travel to Ukraine is anytime soon? Example, through Uzhhorod. It's a very complicated like matter, because air traveling in Ukraine is dangerous, and you saw that this morning. But as for the Uzhhorod, I know that they have airfield which is partly in European country. So maybe, and Uzhhorod, the only region in Ukraine that like was not hurted, was not damaged, was not affected. They have no curfew there. So as for the traveling, we maybe 3 weeks ago, we even had the video when the airplane there was departure from Boryspil airport near Kiev, and it was the transportation of some airline company, foreign airline company, from Kiev to other country, and it was the only one footage when the plane was departure with plane near Kiev. And as for the other airfields, I think that the most safer zone in Uzhhorod, but will we have or we not? I don't know. France 24 and Deutsche Welle likes to leave our details and avoid topics. As the point information is selected, sometimes they do not get all of the information to get a good conclusion. Yeah, but it's only about you guys, because you guys mostly watching in like international media, and you are not like understanding Ukrainian language, and we have mostly all news here in Ukrainian language. And even if this news goes from some our local blogger, local journalist, from some local blogger on YouTube, it's still on Ukrainian. All right, it's 2 hours. 2 hours of talking to myself. Thanks for watching this live stream. It's interesting. Will your local medias will show our morning attack or not? Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. I hope that I will see you in this year. Maybe I will post the video, maybe I will do another live stream. I wish everyone peace, yeah, and happy holidays. Tom Lobos, that's why I follow Ukrainians, have chats in person and ask things. Yeah, by the way, you can follow Ukrainian groups in Telegram, and there is option to translate. So you can open any news and you can click translate and check. Alright guys, thanks for watching and see you in my next videos. Bye.